All right. So going to just the motivation for ISER and how important experimental validation is for robotics. And this is something that even we do in education. I mean, in our courses, we offer a class in experimental robotics. And families and friends, they come at the end of the quarter and they see all these exciting projects and incredible development the students do usually in 3-4 weeks. So one of the challenges COVID brought was, how do you do that now? How can you teach experimental robotics? And what we tried to do was really to bring all the tools that we have developed in robotics in terms of simulation and control to the students in a way that these tools could be used. And let me just show you how the students were able very quickly to build projects where robots are cooking. Like this is a robot not making pizza, but making a hamburger. Well, just coordinating different, and it's quite amazing because the range goes from this to making robot dancing to playing tennis between multiple robots to doing all kind of. And I don't have time to talk about all of that, but wanted to just go back to the idea that experimentations are critical, validation is very important, and experimental robotics is not about just showing that this method works. We want also presentations that tell us, well, this approach doesn't work. And this was the motivation from the beginning when we started the conference. So I have some photos from Malta, and we're going to have a collection. So some of you have taken photos, and I think there is a volunteer who's going to collect these. All right. So Bruno will be sending you the email, and please download your images. We get some beautiful ones for the whole groups, but I think we have a lot of nice photos coming. So we will put them on the website, and you can download them. So let's go back in time, and let's see where this started. It really started in following a meeting on AI and robotics that was held in New York, and I was attending the meeting with Tomás Lozone Perez and all the pioneer of robotics, and all the pioneer involves a lot of also pioneers from Europe. This is me with Gerd Herzinger discussing how compliant motion is critical, and probably this is one of the early discussion about why we finally have Eva and Kuka and all these robots that came to be. Do you remember this photo? Because Gerd always shows this photo. This is like a historic photo of how compliant motion started. So anyway, we decided to start a new conference on experimental validation, and we called it International Conference of Experimental Robotics. And why? Maybe
push the right arrow again.
Oh, okay. Oh, it is in white. Oh gosh, this is. Yeah, it does. Is that, could you hold it?
Yeah.
I'm going to just. Sorry. Just change it to color because I think the red doesn't come.
All the grad students in the room know what you're doing right now.
Okay. Who thought this would be so easy? All right. All right. Now you can see it. So we started in Montreal in '89, and the idea was really to do it in a by-year fashion. So it was every other year. And then went to Toulouse, Kyoto, Stanford, Barcelona, Sydney, Honolulu, Bruno, this is for you. And Singapore, and then we went to Rio, Athens, Delhi, Quebec, Morocco, Tokyo, Buenos Aires, and here are back in Malta. So there are a lot of course, videos and images about this, but just to show you a few, this is from Sydney, this is from Barcelona, this is from Hawaii, again Barcelona, I believe, and this is in Taj Mahal. You won't believe it, we had a banquet, not a banquet, we had a panel, like tomorrow we're going to have a panel, and this panel was just behind. In the background, you can see Taj Mahal. It's a unique location that we discovered that is amazing. I mean, about unique locations, this is another panel that Bruno organized. Yeah, I remember everyone was in the water. And this is in Quebec. We were in one of the towering hotels there. It was really, really amazing. Marcelo, if you hear me, here is the meeting you organized in Singapore. I think Marcelo is online probably. And this is from Kyoto. I was performing at the... You took that picture. Well, Bruno, thank you. Who took this one? I did take that one. Well, this is from from Buenos Aires, and in fact, ISRR became one of the meetings sponsored by IFRR, the International Foundation of Robotic Research, and just wanted to mention that we're not just sponsoring one meeting that is ISRR, but there is ISRR. ISRR was the first real robotic conference in the world. Romancy was the first design control conference, but motion planning, vision, and all aspects of robotics came really with ISRR. And since we have been sponsoring other meetings like Wafer, FSR, RSS, and the Robot Learning Conference, and also the Italian Institute conference. So ISRR are these meetings. It started in Bretton Woods in 1983, and it was a very, very small group of robotic people who really met to discuss where is robotic and how the field is moving. And then again, you can see it started from the US and went to Asia. So it went westward, and that's why ISRR is going the opposite direction, eastward. So these are the meetings for ISRR and ISRR. One of the things we have been trying in recent years is to take these conferences not only to the north, but really to visit the south. So we went to South America, we went to Africa, we're in the middle of the Mediterranean, and we have been moving to also developing countries like Vietnam and others. And ISRR here is ISRR in Chile, in Puerto Veras. Was fantastic meeting that also brought a lot of people in person at the time. This is Flagstaff, this is in Switzerland. And this one was where, Bruno? I cannot remember. Okay, that was no, it wasn't in Kyoto. Oh yes, in Tokyo. I'm sorry, in Tokyo. Yeah. So this is Singapore, and look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Halong Bay. This is the last ISRR, and in Halon. I mean, the meeting itself was in Hanoi, and this is the meeting. And we were able to meet in person and have also a lot of papers, so that we had some of the presentation done orally over a session of lunch. So during lunch, we had a parallel session for some of those papers. This is a very interesting meeting. There is a robot here. You don't see it. Heroes is, yeah. This robot is a snake robot, one of the first snake robot that was deployed. This was held in
Hiroshima.
Hiroshima. Who was in Hiroshima? Bruno. Okay. Well, this was really a remarkable meeting because also near Hiroshima there is a small island, and we had a fantastic excursion there. This is from Hawaii. That was Daniela who organized. So let me introduce IFRR board members. So you have these members that some of them you recognize, and they are all from around the world. These are the members. So we had the executive members, now we have all the other members. And not only that, IFRR brings a large number of contributors through technical activities, so from Europe, from the Americas, and from Asia and Oceania. Now, right now, during COVID, we couldn't meet, but we decided, well, we're going to continue to meet somehow. And we organized a series of colloquia. That was a lot of work, and it was held every other Thursday through the year. We had 26 different colloquia, and it was quite amazing, the participation, thousands of people. All of them are recorded. If you go to ifrr.org, you will be able to see 26 hours of colloquia on every aspect of robotics. So I hope we will continue in some fashion this colloquia series, and we will see. ISRR 2022 now, it was supposed to be 21, but 22 will be held in Switzerland. And our ISER 2023 will be in November, and it will be north of Bangkok in Chiang Mai. And Marcelo and Mana are going to help organizing the meeting. So I will see you hopefully all in Chiang Mai. Let me show you one more photo from Rio. This was some years ago. ISER was in Rio de Janeiro. All right.